It's just Lena.
It's your boy D.
I'm sorry. We're in a homeroom with Smooth. Class is now in session.
Woo. So yeah, guys. It's just me today. You know what I'm saying? Just want to get that out the way. It's just me today. So listen, this is another episode of the Homeroom podcast. Episode number 292. Hip hop is alive and well. All right. So we're gonna talk about Eminem dissing Benzino, Nicki Minaj versus Megan Thee Stallion, and like how that all like spanned out, especially the stuff that's been going on today. And then yeah, we'll get into some other stuff. We'll get into some other stuff after that. But first of all, hopefully you watched you know what I'm saying, for context, you watched one of the the previous video I literally just put up maybe 30 minutes ago. I know that's a tall ask. But if you hadn't, I'll explain what happened in that video as well. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's do the short one first. So Eminem dissing Benzino is crazy, all right. The Nikki versus Megan is crazy. However, Eminem dissing Benzino came out of left field. Like it just slid in there. So I'm gonna talk about that real quick. So Eminem and Benzino, their beef, it spans the history of time. Okay, like that beef is old as dirt. Okay, the beef is probably about as old as they are. All right, so Eminem took this opportunity on a Lyrical Lemonade song. So it's just a song that's just on Lyrical Lemonade. And Lyrical Lemonades, they do like what are those albums called? Where basically like they kind of do a damn, I just know how to call them. Like they do a DJ Khaled style album where it's just a bunch of different people on there on the album, but it's their album. Like Lyrical Lemonade don't say nothing the whole time. It's kind of like just an old school DJ pack. So Lemonade, they did one of those, and Doomsday Part 2 is Eminem on there, has Eminem on there. And Eminem literally proceeds to like spend the next minute and a half of the song going off on Benzino out of nowhere. All right. He's like how can I go at something that he doesn't have? You know what I'm saying? He said something about his you know what I'm saying? I would go at your neck, but he said what's that damn lyric, man? Hold on. Because the lyric is important. The lyric is very important. The lyric is very important. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Here we go. What's the opposite of Benzino? A giraffe. So he's saying, then he says, go at his neck. How the fuck is that? How can I go at something he doesn't have? Arms so short, he can't even touch his hands when they're above his head doing jumping jacks. Sorry, I don't mean to upset you, Ben, when I talk about all that debt you in. I hear you've been creeping on the low in them cheap hotels that they catch you in. Jesus Christ, dog. When you said 210, I never guessed you meant at the Red Roof Inn. In a single room, in a room with one single bed, two men, shady man. You can't, yes, you can. So basically he kind of outs Benzino for allegedly he's smashing dudes in the Red Roof Inn. If Benzino, 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 look, you're not a rapper of caliber, okay? I cannot expect you to go back at Eminem's level. However, you have got to respond to this allegation. That is outlandish. He said you're in cheap motels with another man and you're supposed to be heterosexual. Although this wouldn't be your first game rumor, bro. I do remember somebody else saying something else on Twitter. It ain't your first one. Bro, you need to address this ASAP. You got to address it. You got to address it. You can't not address it. You can't not address it, Benzino. You cannot address it. That the giraffe thing, that's just a joke. You're not having a neck, that's just a joke. You not being able to clap your hands for jumping jacks, that's just a joke. The Red Roof Inn though, that's an allegation. And you got to speak to that one, bruh. You have to speak to that. Some capacity, some way. People jumping out the window saying he dissed Coil Ray. No, he didn't. All he did was say he's not gonna get a Coil Ray feature because he dissed her dad, which makes sense. Like it was a logical next step. You know what I'm saying? And that's all on the same song. So yeah, that's that. That's the Eminem dissing Benzino. That's all there is to it. Benzino, you gotta address the allegations. All right, let's get to what's important while we're all here today. Nicki Minaj versus Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. So unless you were born yesterday, all right, unless you were born yesterday, which I might doubt that because you might have heard this mess in the womb. Okay. So Megan Thee Stallion, all right, you know, finally came out with a song, you know what I'm saying, to go at people. People saying, "Oh, she really went off." Like I even titled my video that way. She didn't go off that hard. Like it wasn't that bad. Although I will say the Megan's Law line, all right, is that's a great bar. The Megan's Law bar, that is a great bar. That is a great line. That is an absolutely great line. You know what I'm saying? Because Megan's Law has to do with the sexual sex offender registry, and she used it to go at Nicki Minaj talking about her husband, which I thought was brilliant. That line is absolutely brilliant. It's a 10 out of 10 bar. It is a 10 out of 10 bar. The rest of it is subliminals. She's saying stuff about party not being able to sexually satisfy her. I doubt it. Because she was raving about it before. Unwarrantedly, mind you. Um, then then you had the stuff going on with the stuff with Tori. She couldn't be talking about Tori because you drove all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Like after after basically being at home, turned around and went back to go get him from Kylie's house because you was upset. So the dick had to be some level of good. Like, so just stop it. So stop the cap. Stop the cap. That line's cap. Um, she said that Drake was out here getting lipo and got scarred just like women do. And I thought that was crazy. I was like, oh, that's a crazy one. But then again, um, he probably just leaving it to Nikki to go at her because he's on break. Um, but I will say this: when he comes back from break, she's definitely getting a bar. She's definitely getting a bar or two, maybe three. She might get 2 or 3 bars, like just because she did that. Cause I figure he's like he don't forget. He's storing up. He's stocking up. He's like, okay, I see you said that. That's cute. That's cute. I'm rich. You're broke. You still trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? You still trying to tell people you had to fully fund your own project. And here's the truth. Okay, here's the truth about the matter. Okay, the reason Megan gotta fund her own project is because technically she's not getting she's not making a full return on what the label has to spend to push her album. And that's a fact. Whether she's independent or not, the labels aren't getting their full money back. They haven't. They haven't been. Haven't been. It's just a straight fact. She's not selling enough records. She's never sold enough records. Like never, she's never sold enough records. You could show me all the singles in the world, but them albums, mm-mm. There's some records that are like sitting in aluminum status right now. Um, and that's just a fact. It's not even a slight to her. It's literally a fact. But with that being said, uh, she did all of that, right? Goes at Nicki Minaj now. Now we're getting over to Nicki. So Nicki responds. Oh boy. Oh boy, man. She does need more albums. So like it see here Diamond, it's not that necessarily she needs she needs more albums. That's not the case. She actually needs more quality, man. For 72 hours, hey, listen, for 72 hours, Nicki Minaj been going off. That's just straight up. She doesn't necessarily need more albums though. She needs to make a better quality product at the end of the day. At the end of the day, she needs to make a better quality product. Like for instance, the Cobra single, it flopped. Why did it flop? Because the hook was atrocious. Nobody wants to hear this pussy depressed. Like, where are you gonna play that at? Where are you gonna play that at? This pussy depressed. Some. This pussy. Like it says it like 2 or 3 times, and that's the hook. Is it like there was a good pocket for there to be a really good hook. There was a oh my god, she could have had a phenomenal hook. A phenomenal hook. That record could have actually been great. Like, cause there was nothing wrong with the verses, really. Like the verses weren't bad. They weren't like A tier, they were B tier verses, but the beat was great. You know what I'm saying? It's just the hook was an F. The hook was a 0%. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody, nobody in their right mind wanted to hear that. Like I want somebody comment. Tell me you wanted to hear that in the club, at the bar. Like I don't even want to hear that at the cemetery, man. I don't there's no world where I want to hear this pussy's depressed. Even if it was a dude and he's talking about some, yo, this dick is depressed. Like, no, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that at all. Makes my dick soft. Being honest. But anyway, yeah, it definitely could have been better. I think his was personally better. Yes, his was a much better record. Much better record. I even said in my review of the record, that record's gonna get spins. It's gonna get spins. Like it's gonna get played. Now, for how long is the question? How long? Because it's not necessarily catchy. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily like really catchy. It's just it's a lot. There's a lot of shock value there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's bars there, but there's a lot of shock value there, and it. It was overwhelmingly done as a diss record. So whenever somebody thinks about it, you're gonna think about the diss record of it all. Like that shouldn't have been a single. It shouldn't have been a single. It's a diss record. The only person that has successfully done a diss record. Well, no, okay, I'll take that back. I take that back. I take that back. Most of Eminem's career is a bunch of diss records. So excluding Eminem, the only person that made a successful diss record and like it was getting played was like Drake. He's the only one that made a diss record where it was getting damn, no, back to back was getting played in the club. Like I don't know about the 90s, so I can't speak to like Ether and like Hit 'em Up, you know what I'm saying, and how those were ringing off in the club. I can't speak about like that old stuff. But I can say new people, like the only one has been back to back by Drake. Like that was the only one that everybody was playing it. Everybody was playing it. Now I say about 2 weeks when people keep responding to it. Yeah, yeah, as long as people keep responding to it, Nikki diss record was played a lot. Um, yeah, it was. Wait, which one? Which one? Which one? Because it was played a good chunk, but it stopped immediately. Like I'm talking about like if your record doesn't last a month, especially like on Billboard, it's not a hit. If it didn't make it on Billboard and last a month, excuse me, it's not a hit. If it didn't like get up to like some really high number on on like Billboard and stuff, like it's no, if it's not in the top, if it doesn't float in the top 50 for a long time, like nah, you failed, buddy. You failed, buddy. Straight up, you failed, buddy. You know what I mean? Now, is there a chance for this record to spin back around? I mean, sure, all records do, but it's a diss record. Like it's in the moment. The one with Remy's Enemy in it. Oh, that song because it had a video and all that. Yeah, 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 yeah. That song was actually it was a good record. It was a good record. I'm not gonna lie. That was a solid record. It did get play. Um now yeah, yeah, in the video, yeah. Now with that being said though, Nikki went completely ballistic, okay? She called her, you know what I'm saying, told her to get up on her good foot, called her big foot. Um, what else did she say? She said some. You got 3 Grammys, you can't find the beat, you know what I'm saying? Which is interesting for her to say because I was sitting there thinking about it and I was like, was Megan off beat? And I'm like, I really sat there and I was thinking about it. I watched the video and I'm listening to it at the same time. And I'm looking at it and thinking, and I'm like, I don't see where she was off beat. However, I do wonder if she could have hit a different pocket and rapped differently. Because it seemed like she just rap the standard way that she always raps. Uh then you have Man, then you have like the whole like going live again, telling her to go talk to her mom, go tell her to go like dig up her mom and talk to her and mess like that. Like it was wild. Like the tweets were wild. Like Nikki was just she was just going off on that girl, like going off on her. Like I hope Megan is in a good mental space. You know what I'm saying? Because Nikki was saying some like crazy stuff, then exposing her for how she basically done effed everybody. That's oh, she lied on her dead mom. Oh yeah, yeah. But I mean, she did. She did lie on her dead mom. That's a fact. She actually did do that. Megan did do that. Meg's done a lot of lying though, like a lot, a whole lot of lying. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to be taken as a truth teller when you've been caught in a bunch of lies. And I think that's another thing that doesn't help her diss record out any because she doesn't want to admit any fault. She doesn't want to admit any lies that she has done. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't want to own up to anything. And I think her career can't go forward till she actually owns it because people are going to just keep bringing it up over and over and over and over and over again. Like she'll never hear the end of it ever, ever. She's permanently stained for good, for good. Um, then this dude on TikTok. He went viral because he went off on Nikki, and man, that was crazy. That video was crazy. You can see my reaction to that in another video, and the video actually just before this one. And the craziest part about that was, you know what I'm saying? The video went up. It was viral. It went viral immediately. 18 hours later, this man is online pleading for his life and his family's life because the Barbs have literally like eviscerated him, doxed him, like cussed out, sent stuff to his family members, you know what I'm saying? To a minor that's in their family, which is out of line. Now they're talking about he talking about he calling the police and the FBI. So I mean, again, I mean, what did y'all expect? You know, yeah, yeah. But see, here's the thing, like the beehive is scary too, because the beehive gets on your ass too. Like they pull receipts and as well too. But the barbs went like way too far. Like they went way too far. Way too far. Um, and then I'm trying to think what else. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much like so Nikki's played a piece of the diss record, but she hasn't dropped it. She hasn't dropped it. And I'm kind of wondering why she ain't dropped it. Like that's kind of like more of my real question, like why she ain't dropped the diss record. I don't quite know why she hasn't dropped the diss record. It seemed like it was done. But she ain't dropped it yet. If you wonder what I'm drinking, I'm drinking some of like some water with some emergency in there because your boy's still technically sick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been outside. I'm still inside. Um, I'm still taking antibiotics. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Um, it's just crazy. Like this has been the most a lot. Like I'm actually quite happy with 2024. Go like where we're at right now, like considering we started the month, I thought nothing else would like rise to the occasion of what Cat Williams did, but it seems like everybody just on timing and they're like, F it, I'm going after everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on I hope you both you and King. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that for real. We appreciate it. Um, but yeah, even with that, uh it's just so crazy to me. Like how 2024 has been going. Like everything has been like just diss after diss, disrespect, people coming at people neck. It's just been wild. I'm hoping, I'm hoping that I want for the sake of the culture for 2024 to slow down in February, but for the sake of content, I kind of wanted to keep going because I keep having videos to make. Every time I turn around, I got videos to make. Like I'm actually behind on videos. I'm behind. Yeah, yeah. This has been a crazy year. No games are being played. No games are being played this year at all. I'm behind on videos because there's so many stories. I'm at the point I gotta pick and choose. I gotta pick and choose what I talk about. For Sean just moved back in with Blueface. That didn't even rise to the occasion. I ain't even finna talk about it. Besides mentioning it there, but like I'm not finna deep dive that. She's stupid. She's a dumb girl. Okay, she's already proven she's dumb. I don't know why anybody expected different from her. Okay, she's always gonna go back to him. Okay, she's just stupid. Yes, she just moved back in with Blueface, and he's in jail. I don't even know how that's possible to move back in with somebody that's in jail, but she moved back in his house, which is nuts. Which is nuts. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Now her and the baby mama are in the house together. Her and the previous baby mama or now wife are in the house together. Like I'm like, I guess y'all on some, I guess they on some sister wife vibes or whatever. Like it don't make sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. Oh my god. Man, I just don't know. I just don't know. This has been a year. Like, yeah, they might like each other. They might really like each other, man. You never know out here with these people, bro. Like it's Hollywood. Or aka Holly Weird. Like anything is possible. Man, Grammy weekend is next weekend. So I'm really that's another thing I wanted to tell y'all. So with Grammy weekend being next weekend, okay? With Grammy weekend being next weekend, I'm going to try to do the podcast. Okay, the podcast instead of doing it Saturday, I'm gonna try and do it some other day, whether it be Thursday or Wednesday. But I want to do it before Saturday, so then you guys still get Monday. But I can't do it on Friday because the interview's dropping on Friday. But it'll be, I'll put it like this. It's gonna be a pre-recorded thing. It's not gonna be a live like this. So the next Saturday won't be a live. It'll be a pre-recorded thing. Um, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, everybody's there and shows up, or I might do something, might collab with somebody else, you know what I'm saying, to kind of knock a video out, knock a podcast out, and talk about something that you know what I'm saying, worthy of you guys sitting there and listening to, but it'll be a good vid for sure. It'll be a really good vid for sure. But that's for sure. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yeah, that's 295. It has to happen. All episodes now, like they're gonna happen all the way through to the end of March. Everything's gonna hit. Because if you look 294, you can see it. That's my interview with Code. 297, you can see it. That's my interview with the Goldsby Empire. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Episode 300 is May Gayton. That's an interview. It's not done being edited, but that's gonna come out. That's another in-person interview. Then episode 303 and 306 are surprises. So I can't tell you what's in there, but I'm letting you know now. It's gonna be some great shit. It's gonna be great. And make sure you tap in, make sure you lock in. Listen, if you ain't watched episode 291, okay, I interviewed Kayla Ray. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you go tap in with that. You know what I'm saying? Like that interview. I'm gonna make a new playlist on my page, and it's gonna have nothing but interviews. It's gonna have nothing but all the interviews I ever done. So I'm gonna do that right after this. I'm gonna literally like put all the interviews in one playlist. So y'all can look at them and check those out. And just if you just want to just sit and watch people be interviewed, like that's it's out there like that. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much I think that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody else got something else, you know what I'm saying, you want me to like tap into and talk about. I think I hit all the high points of the Nicki Minaj and Meg the Stallion stuff because I think I hit it all for the most part. I do want to say like no, Megan wasn't dissing Rihanna. Like I'd seen that stretch happen, but that no, that wasn't about Rihanna. Although I do want to know who was dancing to R. Kelly. I want to know who was making R. Kelly go viral and dancing to R. Kelly. That's what I want to know. I want to know. I want to know who was doing that. I want to know who that was because we still ain't got a name that's sticking. That Rihanna stuff, like it's bubbling there, but nobody has a solid like video that shows that happened. You know what I'm saying? What do you think her old friend told Nikki? She keeps claiming she knows something. Oh yeah, she definitely I think she told her like the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like all her hoest ways and like how Megan was really moving around out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, yeah. Meg's body count, like industry wise, is atrocious to be a girl of note. It's atrocious. Like we should know it. We should know it that much. You know what I'm saying? Like things here's the thing. Like I like Lotto because like Lotto, you only really let her keep getting her link to 21 Savage. Outside of 21 Savage, like nothing. There's nothing. There's nobody else being named. You know what I'm saying? You look at Mariah the Scientist. Oh, is she just getting linked continuously to Young Thug? You know what I'm saying? Okay, Sweetie's now like kind of bouncing around a little bit, but before it was like just Quavo, and before that is just YG. You know what I'm saying? Although I think they got back together. I think I seen that, but it's just one of those, you know, it's just one of those things, man. I don't know how, and I don't, I don't know how Megan's doing it. Like why are you being that much of a hoe and you have money? You got money. You got fame. Why are you being a super hoe? You went overseas and smashed some athlete dude, and that's not counting any other athletes that may have smashed. Like it just seems like you just today's vagina. You know, that's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You got a hot pocket. You're a little hot pocket. Uh, yeah, she's a hot pocket. That's it. That's what I call them girls, man. When you just can't, it seems like you just can't control yourself, and you just out here just doing whatever. You're a hot pocket. Now, I get it. Like, there's probably somebody going, "Oh my god!" Like, well, women can be as sexually promiscuous as they want to be. And no, no, even men can't. Like, there's a certain stipulation that comes with that. Although I will say the men suffer less from that. This dude said, "I got a very serious question. What comes first, the chicken or the egg?" Jesus Christ. That's questions from Twitch. I don't know, bro. I genuinely don't know. Any answer could have every answer makes you ask a question. Um, I genuinely feel like scientifically, and I'm not gonna derail my whole show for that. Listen, uh, either way it goes, I think, I think, I think, yeah, I think Kelsey just kind of told the truth and told everything. So and gave Nikki some ammo to where she could rewrite some bars and really sit around and like really like make something happen. You know what I'm saying? And I think Nikki's gonna really like lock in, and she might give us something. She might, or she might not. She might not. She's a legend. Like she doesn't have to respond. That's the thing. Like Nikki doesn't have to do any of this because she's already a legend. She's already solidified. You can say whatever you want to, but the history books, she will always be there. She'll always be in the history books forever, for life. She better make a good record. Yeah, for real. She better make a good record. She better make a damn good record. She better make a damn good record. She better. Cause I mean, like, if it's not good, it might be over for her. She might be cooked. She might be cooked. It might be the end of her career. Um, yeah, yeah, it really might be the end of her if she don't make a really good record. She has to show up. She has to show up on whatever record she ends up making. She has to show up, man. Hey, shout out to the people watching on Twitch, man. I see y'all. 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 Shout out to y'all. Um, but yeah, man. Um, mm, mm, mm. But yeah, I think that's about it. Like, I don't know of anything else. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my friend Paradise Paris for getting was it liked by Nikki? It was either liked or retweeted by Nikki. It was one of the two. Uh, let me see what's going on here. Whoa. See, this is why I don't like Twitter. Like as soon as I pull Twitter up, porn. Like immediately. And it wasn't even me that posted it. Like, this is crazy, man. Oh, Nikki is still tweeting right now. Nikki is actively tweeting right now. What is she talking about? Okay, here we go. So they have the same management. Hold on, wait. Wait, oh, so they have the same management. What a surprise. Their final answer is only if she had seven figures. Gold top me. He'd expose from the bottom to the top. God told me he'd oh my God, I can't read. I love it. I had told y'all most sheep wouldn't have believed me. Now everything is getting said immediately. Oh, see, da 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 da. She just wanted to show us why the beat was gonna be switched, and Juju just inherently confirmed what Party told us. I love when they play her game exactly as planned. Oh, her mind. She's doing. Nikki knows what she's doing. What is Nikki doing right now? What is going on right now? That's crazy. Oh, I see. So Nikki saying so I guess the beat the song that she played for us is not gonna come out because they won't clear the beat or whatever. He wouldn't clear the beat. Um she just wanted to show us that why the beat was gonna be switched. Just inherently confirm what Party told us. I love when they play her game exactly as it. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Oh wow. So Juju basically Juju is so she's changing the beat. Oh wow. 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 Okay. So basically, Juju on the beat, I guess his beat was sampled. He wouldn't clear it because he's loyal to Megan the Stallion because um Nicki Minaj just said earlier in one of them rants on Twitter that Juju was able to fuck Megan for a beat or something like that, or he's currently like able to fuck her or whatever, and he has like some loyalty to her as well as they share management. So now so now the beat won't get cleared, and now she has to switch up the beat for the diss record. Oh wow, Rock Nation. Mm, mm, mm. Rock Nation. Mm, mm, mm. That's crazy, man. So Rock Nation blocking the record. That's crazy. That's nuts, man. Marketing hold on, let me see what you just said. Marketing for Megan and getting something stirred up. It's her month. That's why um I I did hold on. About to come hard. Yeah, yeah, for sure. She sometimes burns bridges she needs though. Yeah, yeah. Nikki is well, I would not say there's a bridge that Nikki particularly needs at this point in her life. but but Megan need all the bridges she can because like she's just not she's just not doing what she should for her to be what she's supposed to be. Lot Everything that people saying that Megan is, Lotto has the correct accolades for. Like just this is my hot take. Lotto has all the correct and I used to be a Lotto. You know what's so crazy? Like I used to. It's not that I hated Lotto. I just did not think that highly of her till like finally my Shar from the podcast got me to do my homework on her. I went and did my homework, and then I went and I fell in love, and I was like, oh wow, she's actually a very talented artist. Um, and now I'm realizing like when you go and look at singles and you go look at sales and you go look at like how everything's moving, like Lotto has what you you would think Megan would have. Lotto has what you think Megan would have. And technically, the one girl that they always leave out the conversation is Doja Cat. Doja Cat is above all of them. Doja Cat went and dropped a rap album just to prove that she was better than them. Just to prove it. Just to wholeheartedly prove that she's better than them. Just to wholeheartedly prove. Like Doja's the coldest of the new chicks. She's the coldest. She's so cold she gets left out the conversation. People don't even entertain her in the conversation because they know she's better. They just know she's better. So you're just stuck with basically like this weird level of people where you have people going back and forth like amongst I don't know, like people that are a peer group but not a peer group at the same time. Like can't nobody just offhand like I would yeah, Doja Cat is literally a queen. What's that? What's a queen? Or did you mean a queen? A queen? What's a beside both sides of the coin like her? What's a queen? What's a queen? You gotta explain to me what a queen is first. You gotta explain to me what a queen is. That's what I need to know. What is a queen? What is a queen? What is a queen, man? A queen. Oh, okay. You did mean queen. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. This is just disturbing, bro. This is just disturbing. I hope and pray. You know what I'm saying? I really hope and pray that Megan like gets it together and actually drops an actual record. Like trauma does not sell. Okay, trauma doesn't sell records. I'm sorry, it doesn't sell records. It doesn't. Like Rihanna had a more traumatic incident than you did, and didn't milk it at like the same way you're trying to milk it. Excuse me. It's like she didn't do that. She didn't do that at all. And she just proceeded to just put out really good projects over and over and over again. And like that's all Megan really should focus on, is putting out better product projects. That's it. That's it. Let the music speak for itself. If Megan was putting out good music, she wouldn't have to worry about anybody being on her ass or anybody questioning where her loyalty is. Like, yes, Nicki Minaj was right that Megan the Stallion is a snake. She went buddied and cozied up to her just to get the record, just so she could, use that to leverage up to go a bit higher, and then what I'm saying, then hop on over there with Cardi so she could do some hot stuff with her. But Bongos absolutely flopped hard. You know what I'm saying? Bongos flopped harder than me belly flopping into a fucking Olympic swimming pool. Like it was just like just straight down, straight to the bottom. It was just it was, and it was culturally irrelevant. Like it was culturally irrelevant. It was just it's so bad it gets mentioned. Like it did so bad it gets mentioned. Like the song was not good. Like it wasn't good. And I've been like bongos. Like I was like, what the? I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like Cardi, you don't have a single record that sounds like that on your first album, and you know about that second album, Curse. You know about it. That's why you're scared, and you haven't put anything out. And again, it's not even like Cardi's a bad artist. I'm not saying that. Not saying Cardi's a bad artist, but Cardi should just like be fully confident in herself and just put out something similar to what you think Cardi needs to come back. Absolutely. Absolutely. She has to. She has to put out a project. She's just been doing features like year after year after year after year. What year was Invasion of Privacy? What, 18? 18, 19? Like maybe as early as 17? Like, what are we doing? What are we really doing? Like, she needs to drop another record. Like, she has to. Because here's the thing, people keep comparing her to Nikki, and I just do not find that to be a fair comparison. She has not put in the work. None of these girls have put in the work to be compared to Nikki. Outside of, again, the anomaly Doja Cat. Nobody, nobody else, not a soul, not one of them girls, not one of them. You can line all the girls in hip hop up, all of them. None of them deserve to be in a conversation besides Doja and Nikki. That's it. They're the only ones with the body of work necessary to actually do a one-to-one comparison. Everybody else just doesn't exist. They don't exist. They don't exist on Billboard. They don't exist in anything. I think she's copying Rihanna on the album thing. um, Rihanna hasn't come back, but Rihanna doesn't have to come back. That's the thing. Rihanna dropped Anti, which is again a super phenomenal album, and she already has a body of work as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like Rihanna stopped doing music and didn't have a body of work. Like, she has like 5 albums, maybe 6. Rihanna has 5, 6 albums. Cardi has one. One album. One. Obviously Cardi has some mixtapes, whatever. One album. One. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. One album. One album. Um, oh yeah, and I do want to say Megan never fully responded to what Party actually said about her. She never responded to that. Um however, I'm trying to think about what else is going on. Yeah, well, I guess to stay on brand with your topic though. Yeah, Rihanna is solidified. Like a lot of artists are solidified, and I don't like comparing people that still have to prove themselves. You still have something to prove. Like Doja, If Doja doesn't drop another album, she's technically proven herself. She's proven herself. Name me another chick that has dropped an Al Gore Hills or Paint the Town Red. Both of those songs got crack in them, especially Al Gore Hills. It got crack in it. It got straight crack in it. Straight crack. Crack cocaine. Like I that song sounds good every time. I want to show you off. I want to show like they don't have it. They don't have it. They don't have it. Like and again, like in conjunction with an album. Like you could find like maybe you can find a couple Meg songs that people are like thoroughly enjoy. Like, oh my god, this is my record that I really enjoy. Cool, that's fine and dandy, but it's not on the album that you also enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the best, but underrated, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. I went and saw her live. I posted that on this channel. Like, I seen her live. It was phenomenal. Like her breath control, her ability to rap, all of that. And you know what's crazy? Her opening act was Ice Spice. So that lets me know that people are talking about, oh, Nicki and Doja got beef. No, they do not. No, they do not. They do not have beef. They do not have beef at all. They do not have beef at all. Ice Spice, Nicki's artist, was opening for her. They don't have beef at all. They have no beef whatsoever. No beef whatsoever. Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense to say. Um, again, I think this is where I'm gonna end it though. This is where I'm gonna end it unless there's a new Nikki tweet. Nope. Nope, no more tweets from Nikki. Cool. I'm up out of here. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking in the comment section down below. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe or follow if you're on Twitch. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you leave a like. You know what I'm saying? And also follow the page. I'm up out of here. Y'all have a good one. No, y'all don't have a good one yet. I need to play the outro.